Well, good evening, everyone. This is Steve Hall, and yeah, it's Tuesday, and yeah, excited to be able to share some time with you this evening, and going over some great information about high performance is what our topic is about. Talking about different characteristics, things that high performers use in order for them to accomplish a lot more out of life, and so. Yeah, really glad that everyone is here tonight. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes as people join us into the room. And do me a favor, I am live tonight and going to be talking with you. There might be some times that I might have the presentation up that I may not be able to see the screen all the time. So if you do have a question, feel free to go ahead and chat the question to me. All chats are private when I do presentations like this. And so if you've got any specific questions about anything whatsoever, you can feel confident that you can go ahead and enter your information into the chat box. And then if I don't see it immediately, I may acknowledge you, or I may just wait until the end of my information that I share with you tonight, and then answer any specific questions that I see up in the chat box. So again, feel free that it is a private chat. It's not going out to the rest of the world, and so yeah, I'm really excited that you're stopping by here and finding out more information about high performance and what high performance can potentially do for you. It's my experience with high performance is I've connected with Brendon Burchard, who is the person who came up with the concept and has a certification program. And I spent quite a bit of time with him, got certified in understanding all of the aspects of high performance, high performers, and then how to apply that in my life and then into the lives of others. So currently I've got the privilege to work with a number of other people and showing them about high performance and what it can do for them. So again, very stoked that you're here with me tonight. And so that being said, let's go ahead and get this party started, shall we? So high performance, again, my name is Steve Hall. I am a certified high performance coach. And really, high performance is the achiever's secret. It's the high performance meaning excelling and exceeding above the norms consistently over a long period of time. We all have days where some days we are just absolutely unstoppable, and those are amazing days. And then some days we've got some days that are just like, wow, I didn't get anything done. I sat on my desk for the last 10 hours, and I don't even know what I got accomplished. And so high performance means that how can you turn that around? How can you apply that in your life in order for you to have that high level of excelling and succeeding consistently over a long period of time? That's what it is. So it feels like full engagement, joy, confidence that comes from consistently living from and into our full potential. And so there'll be times if we engage, we'll talk about what is your full potential, what do you really want to accomplish in life, and then what are some of those traits and characteristics that you can utilize in order for you to achieve what your full potential is. So high performers, they have a number of attributes. One of these is they're very open and observant to the present moment. They typically don't look in the past. Obviously, you can't really shape the past, but you can learn from the past, apply it to the present, and potentially change what your future is going to be. And so high performers are very open and observant to what's going on with them. They're very self-reliant. So for the most part, they don't rely upon others for them to have the success that they're looking for, whether it's a business success or it's a personal success. It's something that they want to achieve in their intimate relationship with their family, with their friends, what have you. They're very self-reliant. They're always looking for answers from and within themselves in order to accomplish what those goals are. Sorry about that. Getting all choked up over here. So they're very future-oriented in that they will look for the answers and they'll try to apply it to, and will apply it to what they want to accomplish in the future. And so again, they're not looking in the past, and this is what happened to me last week, last month, last year. It's like where I am now and what I can do in order to accomplish what I want to in the future. They're challenge seekers, and so Yeah, this is something definitely falls within the category where I am. And a lot of people too. We love those 30-day challenges or those 90-day challenges. You know, lose a certain amount of weight or accomplish a certain goal or what have you, and making it time bound. And one of the sections that we use in high performance coaching, we talk about goal setting and making goal setting time bound and that type of thing. So we're very challenge oriented. We're connection lovers, so we love to be able to connect with other folks. You know, going to family reunions and high school reunions, and you know, even people tell me today, it's like, wow, you still keep in touch with people you went through high school with? It's like, yeah, it is really cool. And so, you know, having those connections and knowing that those connections are really is a lot about what life is about. And so, very connection oriented. And we're creatively driven and expressive. So it's obviously, you've heard that cliche, you know, think outside the box. Well, it's like, yeah, that's totally it. In that we try to figure out solutions to what we want to accomplish, what our goals, what we want to accomplish, in a number of different ways. And so we're also meaning makers. And so, you know, I talk about this a lot, where, you know, it's not like, hey, let me take you out to dinner for your birthday, but I want to take you to this special place. I want to get you involved or connect with you at this certain level. And so high performers are very oriented in terms of making certain meanings, associating certain meetings with different events. Okay, so high performance in our lives is really it's the result of a heightened and sustained level of focal points, clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. And so these are the basic foundational principles that high performance use. I call them the very basic fundamentals, if you will, of high performance. And so these words in red here are the first 6 fundamental areas that we cover in high performance. And then there's another high-level mastery sessions that we'll talk about here in just a second. Real quick, though, I think some of you probably know me. If you haven't met me before, I am a certified high-performance coach. Just got certified here recently. I'm experienced in business and performance and real estate coaching. I've been in a training and coaching role since 1989. So, yeah, I've been around the block a couple times. I work with some really major companies and literally thousands of people throughout the nation. I consider myself a serial entrepreneur, a business consultant, and a performance coach. And so throughout my business experience, that's pretty much what I've done, is looking at goals, outcomes, things that we want to accomplish, and then figuring out the plans and strategies and techniques in order to make those happen. And really, like I say here, my personal mission is to be a positive influence and to have real impact in other people's lives. And so I tell my close personal friends this, is like, you know, when I'm gone from this planet, how do I want people to remember me by? I want them to remember me by being that positive influence in their lives. And so you'll recognize probably some of these people. This is J.D. Asajian, his brother, this is Paul Asajian, his brother J.D., and Than Merrill. These guys are from Flip This House. Had a great fortune to work with them for a while. You'll probably recognize this guy, Daymond John from Shark Tank, currently on ABC. I think they're in reruns now during the summer, but they'll have some new episodes coming up pretty soon. And then, of course, Brendon Burchard, the gentleman, again, who founded High Performance Coaching, and the person who I'm certified be able to give you this information. So, again, the focal points. We talked about focal points, clarity, energy, courage, productivity, influence. And so these are the basic foundational aspects of high performance and areas that we cover in the first 6 sessions in the high performance sessions. And then the high-level sessions we cover are psychology, your physiology, productivity, persuasion, and then the baseline, the main master key skills are presence and purpose in life. And so let's talk about each one of these individually, the high-level ones. So, you know, psychology, am I living my truth? And here's what we can do right now if you want. You know, what 3 words really define who you are as a person, and are you living those words? So if you want to take a moment and think about, you know, just close your eyes for a moment and think about, if you were to categorize or think about those 3 words about who I am as a person, and am I living those words? Just go ahead and write those down real quick for me. And if you want to, in the chat box, you can chat those words over to me. I'd love to see what you come up with. And then while you're doing that, second part of this is what 3 words should define how I should interact with others and how I'm living those words. So the first 3 are what 3 words now am I as a person, and then the second part is what 3 words should define me, how I should interact with others, and am I living those words. So if you want to, and again, in the chat box, just throw those 3 words up. What 3 words that you want to should define how you interact with others. So that's the psychology model. We go into great depth on this and determining the psychology that you have now and what you might need, what you might want to alter in order for you to be a high performer in the future. Your physiology. So physiology, how you move your body. I mean, you just heard me clap there. It's important in terms of your energy level. Are you getting enough water throughout the day? Are you eating enough? Are you exercising? Getting enough sleep? Gesturing? Speaking with passion? All those things require energy, and so you need to have energy. In fact, if you don't have enough energy, it's going to be really hard to implement a lot of these other skill sets in order for you to be a high performer. And so we spend a lot of time going through the physiology in terms of making sure that you are as fit as you possibly can be and have the energy, the vibrance that you need in order for you to be in a high performance state. Productivity. Well, productivity, that's a huge one, and chances are you probably have read a number of books, maybe gone through some training on productivity. What we do is we spend about an hour in the session, and we really hone down how productive you are now, and then give you some strategies and techniques that other high performers use in order to make them more productive day in, day out. So, I've spent a lot of time and resources and money on this as well. But believe me, the high performance coaching, the session that we cover here, is one of my favorites to cover because, again, this, it is bottom line results. When I talk about this program, in my mind, it's very tactical and practical. So you will see real world results in going through this session. Persuasion. So we're persuading people all day, every day, right? Whether we're brushing our teeth, combing our hair, taking a shower, how we're dressing, what have you, we're always in persuasion mode. And so there are some key characteristics that you need to, really have at the forefront of your mind to be able to utilize your persuasion skills to the highest level possible. And that's what we cover in the persuasion session. Presence. And so this is one that I have been very guilty of in the past, is not being present. Thinking about business, thinking about other people, thinking about this, that, and the other, not being present for the people that are in front of me. Quick example, right? So, we're all tied to our smart devices, and I work with a company that, we have a mobile app company, but, you'll see people going into restaurants and airports and things of that nature, and you'll see them tied to your smart devices. Like, you need to think about who you're in front of and how to be present with them. Am I present in the moment of my emotional and physical vibrancy with the person that I'm with? It really is a key characteristic and strategy you need to use as a high-performance person. Excuse me. And then purpose. And so, we spend a bit of time in terms of determining what your purpose is in life. There are a lot of people who go through life and they've never even sat down and say, this is what I want to accomplish. This is really what's important to me, and what am I willing to do in order to get to that place. And so we'll spend time in the purpose section to make sure that you are very clear, crystal clear, on what your why is and what your purpose is in life. Again, these are high-level mastery skills that I absolutely love and adore, and they've changed my life, and they're changing the lives of others as I'm coaching them through this process. So it really is an amazing program. So again, here are the 12 sessions that we cover in high performance coaching. The first basic ones are focal points, clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. And then the higher level ones, productivity, persuasion, psychology, physiology, presence, and purpose. So I can tell you, like I say, it's changed my life and a number of people that I've worked with in the past as well, and currently too. So if you have any questions or interest, I can certainly shoot you over some testimonial videos and some additional information. In fact, I'm going to put up a questionnaire. I think this is a really valuable questionnaire. Do me a favor while I have the screen up. I'm gonna put this up for you in just a second, the questionnaire. But here's my personal email address. It's stevefindfast@yahoo.com. stevefindfast@yahoo.com. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this real quick, and I'm going to give you this pop-up, which will show you if you click on the right-hand side, you can click on that form and fill that out. And I think whether you work with me or not, you know, I'd love the opportunity to work with you. But if you're not willing to move forward on this just yet, that's fine. I think this is still a great tool in order for you to utilize to start thinking about what you can put together for yourself. So again, feel free to click on that download link on the right-hand side, fill that information out, and if you've got more questions about what high performance is all about, I would love to hear from you. You can shoot it over to me. Again, my email address is stevefindfast@yahoo.com, and hopefully I look forward to connecting with you soon. So thanks for being on the call, and I'll tell you what, let me do this real quick. If anybody has any questions, if you want to go ahead and chat them to me on the right-hand side, I've got my chat box open now, and I can see anything that comes through. Yes, there is a cost to this, and it really depends upon where you are right now and where you want to go. And so if you're interested in talking about that, go ahead and shoot me an email, and we can talk about that a little bit later. But I'm really more interested in terms of where you are right now, and if this is the right fit for you, and I'm the right person for you. So yeah, so do me a favor. Go ahead and grab that